Good. Okay, so for this question, we're solving for something. Again, we're solving an equation. We're finding an unknown. And they actually tell you that we're using the formula for the perimeter of a rectangle. And if we read the problem, they also tell us that we're looking at a rectangular garden. Okay, so first things first, let's write down the formula. What is the formula for perimeter of a rectangle? Perimeter represents the total distance around an object. So, let's say this is the garden. The garden is a rectangle. I want to know the total distance around the garden. This is my length, which means that this is the length, and this is the width, and this is also the width. How would you find the perimeter of this garden? How would you find the total distance around, Tevin? Okay, well, there are two lengths, so 2 times the length, because there's 2 of them, plus what? How many widths are there? 2 widths. So the perimeter is equal to the length times 2, or L plus L, we're just shortening it, and then the width times 2, which is also W plus W, so we're just shortening it. Excellent. Okay, so we have how many variables in our formula? What are the variables we have? We have a P, an L, and a W. We have to figure out which variables do we know and which one do we have to find out. So let's read the question. The perimeter of a rectangular garden is 63 meters. Which variable does that represent? The perimeter of the garden is 63. Do I put 63 beside L, W, or P? P is 63. The perimeter is 63. If the width of the garden is 11 meters, what is the length? So where do I put 11, for L or W? The width is 11. We need to figure out the length. Okay, so this is one way to do it. Identify your formula and identify each variable, and then replace each variable with the information you're given. Now what? Now that I have that information, what do I do with it? Substitute, plug it in. Substitute it in to your equation. Plug it in and solve. I want you guys to substitute it in, and then I'll write it. Okay, so the question was, what is the length of the garden? Therefore, the length of the garden, I'll just write it here, is 20.5. What is the unit? Look at the width. Width was meters, so the length is meters. So we're replacing each number with the variable. First letter in the equation is P. Do I know P? What is it? 63. So 63 equals 2. Do I know L? No. So I leave it as L. Plus 2W. Do I know W? So do I write 211, or do I write 2 times? 2 times 11. Okay, so we have 63 equals 2L plus 2 times 11. Can you simplify 2 times 11? What is 2 times 11? 22. I'm trying to get L all by itself. I have 63 equals 2L plus 22. What do I want to get rid of first, Chelsea?
The 22.
Plus 22. Okay, we have a plus 22 around the variable. You want to get the variable by itself. What's the opposite of plus 22? Minus 22. Does that get rid of it? Yeah. If I take 22 away from the right side, what do I have to do to the left side? Take away 22. Good. So we have 63 take away 22 equals 2L. Can you simplify that? What is 63 take away 22? 41 equals 2L. 41 is equal to 2 times L. What is the opposite of 2 times? What's the opposite of multiply by 2? So what do I do to both sides? Divide this by 2. I'm left with just my L. What do I have to do to this side? Divide by 2. L is equal to 41 divided by 2. What's 41 divided by 2? 20.5.